VC? What's up, VC? Found the van. Hey, what's up? And quick shout out to a couple of people just so I don't forget. Joe L and Dots and Loops and Naz Nomad and Vinyl Richie and Ground Zero Salem, Metal Theologian, Chris Elvier, Garner, High Octane, Dead Wax 66, who else am I forgetting? Yeah, Memphis Jim, that's all I can remember right now for the minute. So, yeah, this is just gonna be kind of it's gonna be my Ty Segall video, I guess. Just kind of in the mood to rock. It's kind of slowly but surely my record room kind of morphing. Got some handmade Melvin's poster right here. Some old Black Sabbath concert poster, and this is Ty Segall, Portland, date back from 012, I guess. I don't know, I'm just kind of, this is my first official rock and roll room, I guess. I'll probably do a tour of it when I finally get it done. If anybody's interested in, I got something that somebody out there might be really freaked out about. Hold on a minute. Alright, sorry about that. But anyways, I got this signed cymbal by, I traded my buddy for some other cymbals, and he actually plays drums in Pentagram. And I got this cymbal signed by Pentagram. Yeah, it has Bobby Liebeling's signature on it, Victor Griffin, Satan Saters, and Electric Citizen. It's got some cool SIGs on here. I don't know if that is any interest to somebody out there, but yeah, Pentagram, Satan Saters, and Electric Citizen. Yeah, and this symbol, I guess it's still got just a little bit of life left into it. But yeah, I don't know, I'm not really into collectibles like this, but just seeing if somebody out there would be digging something like this. But it is cool. It's got all kinds of, this was on their tour in 2015. I thought I would share that with people. It's pretty cool. So yeah, we're listening to is this CFM. This is Charles Moodhart's little fuzz rocker. Pretty good. You know, of course, he plays with Ty Segall, and he plays in fuzz, and his own little band here, CFM. This is on In the Red. Yeah, good rocker, man. I like it better and better the more I listen to it. It's not gonna jump out and kick your ass right away. It kicks your ass, but the songs take a little bit more melting into the brain, and so yeah, I've been kind of it's like every time you turn on the VC nowadays, it's like contest after contest, and you know, I want to enter some contests, but my fucking brain just won't let me do it, and it just takes too much thinking. I like to do this shit right off the cuff. I didn't really buy any new records lately, except for a couple really turds, I call them. Just, I don't know, some T-Bone Walker record and just shit you get at garage sales. And I did pick up one cool Wall of Voodoo record with Mexican radio on, and we jammed that fucker all night one night. Just, I mean, you couldn't get enough of it. But after you get it, listen to it, and figure out that once it's burnt, it's burnt. So yeah, I mean, we listen to that quite a bit, jam out with it and shit. But this is the inside work of the CFM. You know, it's a great record. I see my buddy Joel L. Was doing showing some of the Segall stuff and all that. So I think I got everything on the table, but I might have a few left out. But I didn't do, like, I'm not gonna get into, like, you know, the King Tough stuff or the OCs, you know, John Dwyer related, or the Zigzags that Ty did some producing on. I think one of the Zigzags, I can't remember which one it is, but and I don't have all of Ty Segall. Oddly enough, there's a few that I'm not really interested in, particularly when he just whips out the acoustic. It just loses me. I just don't think it's that great. I just don't like it. The only one I don't have is the one with the dog on the cover. That's a great record, but I don't have Sleeper, and I think one of their other early ones. It's got a... But yeah, well, since I'll do if they play with them, and of course, you've seen Joel show this quite a bit. I've showed it quite a bit, and yeah, this is a great record. I can't say enough about it, really. I mean, quality stuff's coming out, you know, and I really like that King Gizzard, Lizard Wizard. I think that's a great record too, their newest one. Something banana, yellow banana or whatever. I don't have that record, but I've listened to it online quite a bit, and I think it's pretty cool. But I'm not really like into this is what I dig the most, you know. Of course, this new Segall. This gatefold, I'm not taking it out. Shit takes forever to pick this shit up, and this is out on Drag City. Meat Bodies is out on In the Red. I love In the Red records. They've always done a really great job with their bands and shit. You know, then you got this Meat Bodies, which is hands down the classic. This is just a fantastic rocker. You know, Joel was wearing this shirt. Pretty hard to catch if you're not into him. Yeah, this is a fantastic record. This has got that 60s garage rock, but like 60s garage rock gone heavy with some Sabbath. 60s garage rock Sabbath style with a little bit of punk. But, you know, feel good music, man. I mean, that's what I like about most of the stuff. It's all feel good. You know, it's just rock and roll, man. This wand here is probably one of the heaviest. This is more doom. Like I've said before, this is more doom than doom. This is really heavy shit. Really taken from inspiration, I guess, from the Golem record that was released at Record Store Day this year. Highly influential record, but this is top-notch heavy stuff. I mean, with you know, more spaced out vocals and stuff, and really well crafted songs. I mean, give these guys a shot. They're really killer. Heavy, and psychedelic, crazy sounds, a la the early Floyd type, you know, and just really great stuff. All right, then we got this one here. She's we're at 10 minutes. We'll ding dong. This is a great record here where Ty Segall and I think one guy from a White Fence. You know, he has different players, which is cool. Keeps it interesting, and you don't always sit and just have the same guys doing the same shit over and over. But yeah, this is a top-notch record. This is actually the first record that I heard from Ty Segall that I liked how it was done, and the songs are well crafted, and you know, for newer psychedelic, this guy's got it. He knows when to make it heavy. He doesn't stay too light for too long. He doesn't stay too heavy for too long. You know, this is more your Flower Child mixed with some punk and some Neil Young. Pretty great. You know, the guy was just learning how to play guitar. You know, basically you can kind of see the evolution of his first earlier stuff, and then, you know, he's kind of learning how to play, and you're kind of along for the ride, you know what I'm saying? That's what I kind of like about it. You know, this is just his classic. Melted. This right here. This is just a scorcher. Oh, just freak out rock with crazy fuzzed out guitar over the top, garage rock leanings, and he wears his influence on the sleeve for each record, you know. Just, you know, paying worship to everything he likes, and he isn't concerned about, you know, inventing the wheel. He's just making killer records, and that's what I like about him. He isn't concerned if something's been done, because it's all been done. I mean, come on, let's just get real about it. You know, no one's reinventing rock and roll. I mean, it's just take your influences, do the best job you can at what you did, because that's how it's going to come out. Try to personalize it and go from there, you know. This is one copy of this record I have, this Fuzz 2. Yeah, this is stoner rock. I mean, there's bands that wish they could do this shit. I mean, in the stoner rock, you know, cloud of bands there is, and punk, these guys seem to have a good grip on it and are able to do it and still make it sound new and fun. And there's thousands of stoner rock bands or doom rock and all that, and these guys are just fucking around and blowing them out of the water. And it's probably because they don't analyze it, you know. This is my gold copy of that. And records are gold. This has got a gold type foil to it. Pretty limited. I don't know how many it is, but this is all. These are in the red records too. Yeah, I know that there's a couple other ones like this of I think the first record and stuff. I don't know, but I know, but any of these foil stuff, I try to grab them when I see them, you know, for a decent price, because they can get pretty up there in a couple $100. I'm just gonna switch this quick, but yeah. I hate this new turntable I got, because you gotta turn the wheel off. As you can see, this is the stupidest thing I've ever seen. And then, you know, it's a music hall, and that I thought I got a good deal on, and basically I kind of have some complaints about it, And particularly that's what I'm complaining about, is that fact that in order to turn it on, you gotta mess with this switch. Once the switch goes out, what do you do then? You know, stupid. So, okay, back to the records. I haven't, like I said, I haven't really been buying too much lately of cool stuff. Works just slow. Last records like Good Group I bought was my last update. There was some heavy hitters in there. Guess you can't show heavy hitters every video, I'd be broke. But going back to work, and it'll be time to shop. Hopefully I'd like to get another older record player and another Marantz or a tube. Showed this last night. Joel did, and I really think this is a great record too. This fuzz is just killer. Just the coolest cover, black in the back. And I need to get the crazy version of this too. I saw it and I passed it up, and then I probably will regret it. But yeah, this is just well executed stoner punk, fuzz rock. This is a little bit more ambitious, and definitely I think they went into the studio and hit the record button and just played whatever they came out with. And it's got Charles on it also, and I think a guy from another in the red band, I can't remember at the moment. And I think they were trying to go for this garage rock, no wave sound, and it's all right. I would say, is it a must-have? I guess if you have all these, you might as well get this one. It rocks, but it's just a little bit on the discordant side, I would say, more than anything. I don't know. Still good. This one here is double one. It's got all, I think it's got all these are fucking 7 inches or something. Singles from 2007 to 2010. This is all pretty much garage rock, fuzz, quick songs, and definitely killer. Just a great, I like how this picture looks like he's, if you look close, you'd probably think it was Cobain, but it's not. I just really like, this is just killer, Are you gonna play it every day? No, but I mean, there really isn't. They don't make records like they used to. Anyways, this one here, this is kind of like his Sgt. Pepper's. This is just a great record. It's got all kinds of styles on it, and just more T-Rex influence than anything. But yeah, twisted enough to where, I don't know, it just sounds great. Sounds great. It is great. This is a great record. Don't know what to say much more about it. I mean, either you know this record or you don't. This is one of the records that kind of, I think I'll be showing the one that basically got me into record collecting again. Otherwise, I was pretty much over it, But this is the reason I'm back into collecting, this guy here. Otherwise, I would give two shits, I just listen to it on my phone, This is a copy of this where he does live sets from King Tough and Ty Segall, my friend Stavros, we all know him. How you doing? Spinning Greek, great channel. This guy sent me this, and love it. It's great. Really appreciate it. Yeah, this. I mean, do not start right here. If you're going into the Ty Segall world, you might as well go with this one. I'm going to show next. Go into that world first, and then maybe Manipulator. If you're going to do the Ty Segall, don't start with this stuff, and don't start with the singles, shit like that. Okay, the next, I guess the kind of grand finale, if you're going to do Ty Segall, you're going to want to start with this one, Twins. And then this one here, Gemini, which is tour only version of Twins. Yeah, just like that. These, this is a version of this, and this is a version of this, but this is the pretty version, and this is the freaked out version and more lo-fi, but this is superior to this, but has the same songs. This is where you start with Ty Segall. This, because this is basically would be, this is like Ty Segall's like Nirvana, you know, their first one. Bleach. This would be Ty Segall's Bleach right here. To me, this is Nirvana-esque, but it's 60s rock. It's like if Nirvana, if Cobain was playing with Sebado and a little bit of folk psych influence, and it's like if Nirvana, Sebado, and Syd Barrett were in the same band, this would be it. That's my opinion. I was really stoked to get this, you know, tour only. And I freaked out when I saw this. I mean, I was afraid I wasn't going to get one when I seen them live. And this is on, oddly enough, this is on Drag City, and this is on C-Note. You do see these on eBay, and but I think this one here will be absolutely through the roof at some point. The one I am not showing is the that I have is his Ty Segall and the Muggers. Why? Because I can't find it. Yeah, this is the zigzag that Farley showed, but this zigzag here, I think is like, if you're into the hard-ons meets Motorhead, this is it. And then just a good old-fashioned punk rock. This is still great, even though Farley doesn't think so. The first one's great, but this one's got a better sound, I think, and it rocks. The silver version of this, the one before this, it's still good. It's still good. They're all good. This is a great band too. You know, I'll show this too. The Soggy. This is top notch. This is killer. This is a fucking great record. This one got shown a while back quite a bit, and this is a killer record, man. If you're into punk or hardcore or just flat out just rock the shit, Stooges style, but maybe a little bit more four on the floor, this is it. Yeah, this is great. Since we're doing a video, we might as well just keep going a little bit. I think I showed this one. I think I showed this one too. While I was sitting here, I was wondering where this record was, so I guess I found it. Yeah, this is cool. This is, more, instrumental type shit and stuff, record collector, geek stuff. If you like your instrumentals and like them kind of on the weird side and different, this is definitely good. Yeah, and Andy posted this on that Facebook. The song Mortgage on My Soul has the best fuzz bass, and whether it's a stand-up bass, that's even more impressive. But the bass on that track is worth it alone, man. If you ever find this on the cheap, this Keith Jarrett, this is killer. Just weirdo rock, jazz. Yeah, you see playing the stand-up bass right there with the fuzz that comes out of there. It's just melting. People play their whole lives and try to get that sound, and it's impossible. Sometimes it just sounds so great. Man, I never heard this until a couple, maybe last year sometime. My buddy had this and brought it over, and he bought this in 1974, and I never heard it, and I was completely blown away by it. I don't normally go for this kind of shit, but but this is cool. This has got some crazy sounds in it, great fuzz and distortion and stuff. I hate new age music, man. If it sounds, I can't stand it. New age, that fucking clean sounding crap, and it just ruins everything. It's just that 80s new age, just smooth operator keyboard bullshit. Sounds like shit. Smooth, no life to it. So yeah, I don't know if I've ever shown this. This is a singles compilation by the OCs. This is a great compilation of some 7-inch work and stuff. Yeah, I really like this. I recommend this. Anything the OCs have done in the last 4 or 5 years is just top notch. Just great. I don't like it when they have the 2 drummers, but I think that's stupid. There's only certain bands that can get away with 2 drummers and stuff like that, and that's one of them's Frank Zappa. If you're not Frank Zappa, second drummer can just lose it, lose his sticks, as they say. I'm just grabbing stuff because I'm just trying to make a video. I'll hold you guys over until I get. There's a copy of Amon Duel. I love Amon Duel. Up until up until around this record. You can see I got kind of like the cool guy records up there. Yeah, I guess the 50-foot hose is probably. And that Amon Duel and a couple others back there. I'd really like to get the second UFO record. Here's this one's kind of a turd, but you don't see it shown too much. I'm on dual tube, 5 years, and this is some import. I don't know. I find a lot of imports out here on the farm. So yeah, let me just grab a few more. I picked these up yesterday at the garage sale right down the road, probably about 4 houses away. This guy has a nice little stack of records, you know, kind of half thrashed out and just kind of on the they're on their last leg. And you know, I didn't have these. I don't like the Mountain Best of records, and I've been kind of waiting for some Ultra Steels, you know, and so I picked up this Avalanche promo. You know, it's not perfect. They had a first pressing of the Rolling Stones Majesty's Request. I didn't buy it. It was just so roached. But then again, I might go get it anyways. You know, for $2, it's not that big of a deal. It's clean, but the record cover is pretty roached. But so I picked up this, and basically, you know, it doesn't have Nantucket Sleigh Ride on it, and I can't stand that song. So I picked up this Climbing, which has, you know, the mountain song Mississippi Queen, and you know, these are nice, you know, loved records, you know, and so I picked those up, you know, for fun. This is underrated record right here. This Black Keys record, Brothers. This has some tones on it, man. Some bass fuzz that people think are guitar fuzz, and it's not. It's bass. Just a killer record. I'm not a Black Keys guy. I like 2 records of theirs, and I love them. But after that little period, you know, just the guitar and drums thing kind of bores me. But when they kind of branch out and kind of throw some other shit in there, I'm cool with it. I think I'm kind of looking for a new home for this one because I'm not digging it at all. So anybody kind of looking for a kind of holy grail egg, I'd be willing to trade for something for this record. I just don't like it. I mean, I tried to get into it, but it really does nothing for me. And just as a collector standpoint, this thing's just basically just feeling it's just taking up space. So I would like to trade somebody something for some shit for this egg first press on Durham, London. Pretty killer shape actually, except for just a little bit of cool wear there. I mean, I would trade for some, you know, like value stuff, either in the punk or psychedelic realm. I'd probably trade for a first pressing of maybe Pink Floyd, Piper at the Gates of Dawn, or something like that, or maybe I'm on Duel's first one. I'm on Duel 2's first one. I'd probably be up for that. Phallus Day, or something real cool. Maybe some metal. Maybe a Motorhead. I need Orgasmatron, and I don't know, just whatever you guys think. I mean, but this one's on the chopping block. I'll just sell it, PayPal it, whatever. Make me an offer. This is another band that don't get shown enough in the BC. Uncle Acid and the Deadbeats. Their first record is their first one is the best one. That one's super duper hard to find, and it's a bootleg. But these guys haven't put out a bad record ever. First one's way more, it's faster, a little bit more garage punk, Stooges type, I guess, and it's really fantastic, you know. So yeah, I think that's gonna wrap it up. Yeah, yeah. So the eggs for sale or trade. Kind of looking to me. I might do a records that I want to trade or sell. Video of a couple records, you know, a couple 10 or 15 records that I kind of want to move along and get some different shit. So yeah, keep making those contest videos, guys, and maybe one day I might get motivated. I hope I'm not forgetting anybody. Hog's Ear Report. I don't know. I'm sure I'm forgetting somebody that, you know, Eric Bauer, and then Marty Worm, you know, you guys, the metal guys, you know, but that Pat from Ground Zero Salem really been just really killer, you know, metal videos that, you know, I'm not into it right now, going phases of the, you know, the black metal, not so much speed metal, or, you know, I prefer that Norwegian stuff, but I'm very picky, and I only like about 4 bands, and I was into Midnight for a while, and then I think in Epsy, and, you know, I was kind of getting into that for a really short time, but I'm too old for that shit. But I love Burzum. I love that one with the horn on the. I love that record. That's a killer one. You know, Mayhem, that early Mayhem stuff is pretty cool. But yeah, y'all take care. Andy's Vinyl Dan, Farley, Rob Paniques, Helmet Diggy, me, Jay, Vinyl in the Van. Y'all take care. Have a good summer. I'll probably see you in a couple weeks.